Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Jared Goff's Panthers going up against Rivers' Falcons.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Goff. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try to run it into Marshall. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. to throw. Goff. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw, Stafford. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Stafford. That's Samuel, caught left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Back to the ground. It's Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Again, they run with Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Robert Kimdichie, we've heard about him since high school. How about that total package of power, speed, and agility?
Yeah, he was widely thought of as the best high school product his senior year, wasn't he?
Yeah, and Ole Miss was really happy to get him. And how about that play he just did there? Welcome to the NFL, young man.
On 2nd down, Hill. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. To throw is Stafford. Trying to improvise. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Here we go with Hill. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Goff. Going deep for Diggs. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Keith Marshall, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Stafford. They set up the screen to Hill. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Airs this out from it, and that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 41 yards. On first down at Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Again, it's Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas, and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Here's Stafford. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Here we go. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll run with Marshall. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Goff now to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on third down. Gone. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big-time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
Goff on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On second down, Hill. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Marshall. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. To throw on second down is gone. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. A good pickup there at 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, it's gone. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Fresh set of downs here. To throw is gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on the big offensive line.
Now gone. That's complete. It's Rawls. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a first down throw. Wrong. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Robinson breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. On second down, here's Goff. His throw incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Left side caught by Diggs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. He connected on his first, this from 41. And McManus able to put it through. Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the fourth quarter now. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On second down now, Hill, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Stafford. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the fourth. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sean Robinson in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. He'll look to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now Goff. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often. A wasted down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this one is right down Broadway. And that draws them level. It's 23-23. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Set,
1st throw in overtime for Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
Beckham, the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done. Now part 2. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Goff with his first throw in OT. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. There he goes, right side. There are no flags. He's in.